Buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Manga Chapter 251. But before we get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, the adorable little chaos kitty over here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, man, has it really been 4 months already? Like, time is just flying, man. For real, right, kitties? But last chapter, it should not be a surprise, really, because remember, Mana is the Millennium Earl, so it should not be a surprise that Mana, his body, was not in the casket, and Mana Walker is technically alive, so it's not really a surprise. Not. Anyways, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this quarter. Here we go. Seeking the truth of the Holy War, the party journeys to a certain bookshop. Yeah, that's right, we're going to the bookshop too. Blimey, wound up overstaying big time, I did. Just like I wound up oversleeping this morning, I did. This chaos kitty ended up being my alarm clock. I know, sometimes it pays off to be a chaos kitty, or to have a chaos therapy kitty. Oh please, don't mention it. Thank you for sharing such priceless stories. Nah, to think you'd actually pay for a couple old tales, from this ruined old feller. Still, why would an antique bookshop of all places, are they of some use to you? How shall I put it? Master makes a hobby out of all collecting stories, you see. To know stories not written down in books is his raison d'etre. You know, something that I do want to mention, because we're mentioning this here. I want to read this here again. I'm going to read this again. Oh, please don't mention it. Thank you for sharing such priceless stories. Now to think you'd actually pay for a couple of tales from this ruined old feller. Still, why would an antique bookshop of all places? Are they of some use to you? How shall I put it? Master makes a hobby out of collecting stories, you see. To know stories not written down in his books is his raison d'etre. You know, reason why I wanted to read this part again in particular is because of the resurgence of physical media. It's just very interesting that the timing of this quote in particular is just very, very, very coincidental. It really is. Trust me, if I had the money, I would be buying a lot more physical media right now if I had the money and the space. But no, alas, I am a poor person, and it sucks. By golly, ain't that mighty eccentric. But thanks to that, I've got just enough in my pocket to last the winter now. If you have a good friend with interesting stories, please do introduce him. I'll see if I can find me one, because the thing is once in the case of physical media, those stories last forever if they're written down or if they're recorded on a disc, whatever. They last forever, because even if the machine, as long as you have the machine, of course, and machines can be built, like laser discs, record players, Blu-ray players, whatever, and they could always be, as we've seen in recent years, they could be digitally transferred, or they could be, as we've seen some people do, restore them. There's actually fan groups that are restoring restoring old footage of Dragon Ball, and it looks better than any of the releases that we've gotten here. It's incredible what people are doing now, thanks to technology especially. That was a great time spent with such a lovely young lady. Oh my, what an honor. Oh, poor Ellen, he got hit in the face. And I'm so sorry. I'm alright. You weren't paying attention, were you, Walker? I'm hungry. Dude, he's not him when he's hungry. He needs a Snickers. I'm hungry. What about the snacks you ate just now? Gray hair. Is this the, Zogal Antique Bookshop? Yes, my name is Alan Walker. I would like an audience with the master of this place. Alan looks so cute. Oh my god, he looks so cute. Ooh! We have been waiting for you, Master Host. Oh, wait, what? We have been waiting for you, Master. She knows! She knows! It is there where time and truth eternal has, long been recorded. As I said, everything. Books, whether it's books, DVDs, Blu-rays, VHSs, Laserdiscs, beta, as long as it is, or tablets, whatever, as long as it is recorded, the history is not lost. It is important to have the history recorded. And that's what this is. I just love the timing of this. Oh my god, I love the timing of this so much. Oh god, I love it. I love it so freaking much. I think the debate is starting, now I'm thinking about it, I think the debate of physical media is starting to happen in Japan, but I think it's taking them a little bit longer in terms of physical media for that to start in Japan, but compared to here in the US, but then again, you gotta remember, like, streaming in Japan itself, that didn't start until, like, what, 2020, 2021 is when the streaming wars started over there. They still have broadcast TV, mind you, over in Japan, so they're a little behind in regards to, like, the resurgence of physical media. It'll happen, though. It will definitely happen. Anyways. And this chapter is titled, The Zogal Antique Bookshop. Walker. What atrocity! Hasn't your penmanship regressed even further? You misspelled here and here and here. Your grammar's all over the place. Oh, damn it! What a goddamn net! Somehow it's even worse than his mission reports. I only get to write when I was at the order. Oh God. Oh jeez, I don't know what, because I've had, speaking of penmanship, for those of you that don't know, something that, I've been told, and I posted this on Twitter as well, something that I've been told is that, like, is that if you want to get something done, via, like, especially get things changed big time, like at Shueisha, or just in general in Japanese media, they want, handwritten letters, especially in Japanese, and I don't know Japanese. At the time, my wrist was sprained, so I couldn't even do anything about it. But my penmanship, I haven't done anything handwritten in a minute, but my handwriting is not the best. My penmanship is not the best, but it's way better than, like, say, my little brother's, or, like, my first boyfriend. Oh my god, his handwriting is like chicken scratch. Oh my god, like, I could barely read his handwriting, and that was, oh god, how long was this? How long has it been since I've seen him? I think it's been over a decade since I last saw him, and I just remember his writing was like pure chicken scratch. I could not read it at all. Are you finished? You made sure to write your entire history from when you from birth until present. Oh my god, birth until present. No, I could not do that. I'm so sorry. I doubt you'll find yourself writing your life history every so often. It's the master. He's one cautious personality and a pathological record keeper. No, it's no trouble at all. On that note, I've written it down, but Tim can't be the proof of the host. Well, about that. Please allow me 10 seconds. I've grasped the gist of your life up until now. So Tincampy was destroyed by Apocryphos, wasn't he? Cover to cover. You got all that from just rippling through it? You read all that atrocious scribble already? We certainly do not have a deal. You do not have Tim Campy. Not only are you not the age the host is supposed to be, you also have no memory of the reason behind it. Your origin is unclear, and crucial information are all parroted words of others. By the way, your hair, you say it was originally chestnut? A soft gray. It looks exactly the same when it sparkles in the light. Who is she talking about? If I may, he is most definitely Nia's host. Is it proof you'd like, Gil and I are, oh, no, there's no need for that. I'll let you, through to the master, so please talk to him. You will let me see him? I thought you said we don't have a deal. Yes, we do not have a deal, but you certainly can meet him. Did you by some chance to, take this to be a test of some kind? Of course we can't, possibly turn away Master Host, who is at long last graced our doorstep, can we? This woman is hard to read! This woman is impossible to read! If you are indeed Master Host, then you will answer the Master's question. He has but one for you. That is the price of information on the Campbell Mansion. Dude. Oh my god, like, this woman's insane! Please enter. Master's chamber can only be accessed by this elevator. This is going to be very interesting, though. But man, this really goes to show you how significant Tim Campy is in this whole equation. It really does. But at the same time, remember what we saw prior to coming here with Nia. Because remember, we saw Nia's reflection in the mirror. And we saw Alan talking to Nia in the mirror. And the deal that they made. So there's that whole factor as well. That's what I wonder, though. I wonder if the master is going to be able to see that in particular. If he will be able to read that. Kind of like with oh god, what's his name? With Rohan from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Kind of like that. I wonder if we're going to get something like that. That would be very interesting. But let's keep going here. An isolated chamber not connected to any staircase? For a simple antique bookshop owner, he's quite paranoid. May I ask you something? Please call me Lucia. Miss Lucia, you see, I only made it here thanks to the message Master Cross left me. So, how exactly is this bookshop connected to Master and Nia? So you suspect us of being Nia's supporters? The answer is no. Crust Marion singled us out simply because we currently have Campbell Mansion placed under our supervision. However, this is not at all to aid Nia and Master Host. We, the Zogals, involve ourselves in this matter solely to collect and record the facts of events that occur. That and one other. That is for the sake of the head of our clan. Clan? Record, she said. Welcome, Master Host. Long have I waited indeed. To make contact with you have always been our Zogal's dearest wish. Please do come here. Dude, I understand what she's saying. Like, when you want to record stuff and just, it's just out of curiosity. I understand that because that's part of my, I think that's part of why I have my Riot Life PD addiction. It's not just because it's entertaining as hell, but it's also because you're seeing like you're seeing something that you will never see anywhere else. It's like an underground kind of history in the making. You're seeing stuff that you would never see anywhere else. That's gonna go unless you see it for yourself from the live streams. You will never see it. It's not going to be in the history books unless you see it. It's like as I said, an underground history. An unknown, like, I want to say unknown, but that just feels wrong. I feel like underground just, like, what's, an underworld kind of history kind of thing. I like that, yeah, underground history sounds right. Yeah. Okay. The air is different now, including with the woman. Could this be killing intent? What? Before I present to you my question, allow us to begin by discussing the matter of our true nature. Are you by any chance related to Bookman? What? That's what came to mind after what Miss Lucia said just now. I'm glad you caught it. Zogal means homing pigeon in our clan's old tongue. It refers to those of the bloodline that which serves Bookman, the head of the clan, and supports his mission. The Bookman clan? You mean you're Bookman and Lavis's relatives? Golly, to think we meet in such a place. Zogals can be found in all corners of the world, in all sorts of places. Dude, just think of what. So they're saying they're in all corners of the world. Think of all the different kinds of history that they have recorded in each of their libraries. Oh my god, I'm so curious what they have in there. Because they can't have the same history in there. No, they all have to have different histories in their in their neck of the woods. Because I think they're in Britain right now. Like, think about it. Like, you have to have one. Like, imagine, for example, there's a Zogal in, like, say, Egypt, for example. Think of all the different types of history from, like, ancient Egypt they have in there. And not just Egypt, they probably have, like, Mesopotamia. They probably have stuff, like, hell, even if there's one, like, say, in Israel. Oh, if there was a Zogal in Israel, think of all the freaking history they have from there. Oh my god, think of all of that history they have in there. That would be interesting. There are many side stories that could be made here, just on the Zogals. I would love to see this. I would love to see Zoggle side stories. I want to see the different Zogals. I'm very, very intrigued by this. We conceal our true nature, living as part of the world and humanity, and leave behind records. We dedicate our lives to that duty in its entirety. I wonder if one of them was in Athens. No. If it was in Athens, when the library was that burned down, they probably would have rebuilt it, and they would still be going. We are great in number, and our members include all races. Our members include. I'm telling you, there's probably one in Egypt. There's like in the Middle East, like in Egypt and Israel and all that, and they have probably all the records. Probably even the missing records. They probably have it all. Oh my god, I need to see this. I need this. Oh my god. Such that there are even Zogals fighting as soldiers on opposite sides of war, not knowing each other's true identities. Imagine if we had side manga just on this. You could do so much with this. And why would such clandestine people reveal their true identities to us? You could have just handed over the information on Camel Mansion on the spot, then surveil or record us. Well, do hear us out. How do you think Bookman is able to possess such a colossal amount of records? Is it his brain? No! The brain serves only as control and reasoning functions. The answer is blood. Our blood is in fact the coalescence of our clan's records. That is sick! Throughout our long history, Bookmen have kept the line alive using blood as their medium. Dude, this panel is amazing! Bookmen records with blood. They record with blood? That is awesome! That blood is our clan's pride. We are extremely deeply united by this blood. That is why there's is a certain something we must drag out of you, Master Host, even at the cost of revealing our identities. So they record everything using their blood? That is awesome! Seriously, can we just get a Bookman, side manga? That would be so... Maybe it's because I am such a nerd, and I like this. I like history in this card. I love history. I like mythology and all that. I think that would just be so fascinating. Like, imagine you could have you could have a Greek one. I think one in the Middle East because of all the fuckery has happened in the Middle East over the centuries, over the millennia. Like, you could have such a good one over there. You could have a good one in China and Japan as well. Yeah, you could. You could have a good one in Russia too. Like, there's just so many you could do. You could have one in Mexico, in Central America. Especially when you're dealing with, like, the cartels and shit. You could have some really good stuff happening there. You could have one in Australia and New Zealand as well. With the Aborigines. You could have one in Africa dealing with the civil wars going on over there. There's so much freaking potential. I'd love to see this. But that's asking a lot. That really is, considering the mangaka's health. You'd have to like delegate it to other mangaka, and I don't know if she's willing to do that. But God damn it, I would love to see this. Oh, I would love to see this so much. She wouldn't be able to draw it. No. She'd have to write it and then have someone else draw it, or just in general, just, you know, approve it. But you know what I mean. We have but one question for you. We would like your answer concerning the last of a certain man. A certain man? 35 years ago, at the same time Nia died, 2 men also disappeared without a trace. One is you, Master Host. As for the other one, he was the man we have been ceaselessly searching for all this time. Do you have any memory of that time? No, I'm sorry. I have absolutely no clue what happened 35 years ago, or how I came to be the host. This man you have been searching for, who is he? Huh, what an outrageous tale. You wrote in your history that you have no memory of your life prior to being sold to the circus in your childhood. I can't help but feel how laughably convenient that is. Our records are as follows. 35 years ago, Nia found himself in dire straits, and so entrusted his fate in the hands of 2 young men. One housed Nia's memories in his body and became the host Alan. The other was so inspired by Nia that he abandoned his mission and became protector to Alan. He was the one who was supposed to become the next bookman, the previous bookman Jr. Wait, what? The previous bookman Jr. Wait, what? The current bookman is at the age when he'd be expected to have long relinquished his seat under normal circumstances. However, when he lost his junior 35 years ago, bookman was plunged into a crisis of extinction. There can be only one who will become bookman in a generation. Only one born with the mark who can carry the name. We searched desperately for you and Junior, but ultimately failed. We were left with no choice but to infer the previous Junior is no longer in this world from the birth of the new Junior. He became your protector, Master Host. You must have witnessed events surrounding the previous Junior that we are not privy to. You survived while Junior died. You and Nia have taken from our clan a beloved member. What have you done with the previous Junior? Where are his remains now? There was someone protecting me once. When I came to, I was already at the circus. I was told that my family sold me off because of my left arm. This memory, how much of it is even true? I'd say you've likely been remade by Apocryphos. Why have I lost memories of my past? I got a feeling I also felt warm like this once, long, long ago, like someone was holding me, holding me so tightly. My memories of my body may have been tampered by Apocryphos. Huh? Walker, what is the meaning of that? He pointed it out to me, said I might have been remade. Remade? Such a thing, and you believe that, Walker? Do you think I want to believe it if I could help it? My face, my age, the fact that I have no memory of being the host. If it turns out they were all Apocryphos doing, it makes sense to me. He seemed to have known me all along since God knows when, after all. That information is also secondhand, isn't it? It is of no value to us whatsoever. Yes, of course I know. Although my heart feels that way, there's just no way I could prove such a thing. If so, Ooh, why not try taking a sip from this? What? Huh, what is it? What have you got there? Please feel free to have a closer look. Yikes, what is that thing? So, if it turns out that Alan was, saved by Junior, oh my god, that would be insane. It's either that, or he was, if what Nia said was true, and he was remade by Apocryphos, then he is a few, I don't know. It seems to me that he was saved by the Bookman Jr. And that the Bookman Jr. sacrificed himself for him. That's what it seems like to me. This is a dangerous specimen from ancient times that we Zogals have discovered and guarded since. A poison known as the seed of truth. Poison? It is said that those who drink from the seed of truth receive truth in exchange for their lives. With this, you may be able to bring back your memories. Please do prove it for yourself. But it's in exchange for his life, though. Alan, let's go. Let's get out of here. You stole one of our family from us, and you wouldn't even shed blood for us, Master Host? Apologies, but if revenge is your motive, I'm afraid I'll have to crush you. Nonsense. Simply an answer to our question is all we seek. Oh, all I see is you trying to torture it out of him. Master Host, do you not wish to take back what Apocryphos stole from you? Alan! Oh, he's doing it! All along I've been so scared. Thank you, my mind is made. I was like something made up. There's not a single thing about myself that I know for sure. Alan! Oh my god, I found the truth! Tired? You could sleep for a while, Alan. Let's sit off once the rains let up. Oh my god, to the certain truth. So, we're gonna find out the truth. So he was with Junior. So we know that. He was with the Bookman Jr. We know. But it seems to me that that the host, Alan, I feel like Bookman Jr. sacrificed himself for him. But if he was remade by Apocryphos, if that was the truth, then what we have on our hands here is something straight out of JoJolion, because we did have something like this in JoJolion. I honestly wonder if we're going to have a JoJolion situation on our hands. Because what Nia said in regards to Apocryphos remaking Alan still could be true. It could be true. It just means that it was with Kira. There we go. With Kira and Jodio. We had something very similar happen to them back in JoJolion, where Kira and Josuke, there we go, where Kira and Josuke were basically fused and remade into, like, it was really fucked up how that happened. But they were basically fused and remade. That's what I'm wondering, if that's what happened here with Nia and with Alan and the Bookman Jr. I wonder if that's what happened here, if they were fused and remade by Apocryphos. I really wonder if that's the case. That, to me, based on the information we have, and based on that vision we saw, that would make the most sense. Especially remember what was said in regards to Alan's memories as well. It said here, there was someone protecting me once. When I came to, I was already at the circus, and I was told that my family sold me off because of my left arm. That left arm was Apocryphos. That was what Apocryphos did in regards to fusing him and the Bookman Jr. I'm telling you, that's gotta be what it is. It's gotta be Apocryphos remaking, it was the sacrifice of the Bookman Jr. and remaking them. Kind of like what happened with Kira and Josuke. That's what I'm calling it. That's what this gotta be is. This gotta be a JoJolion situation. This has to be a JoJolion situation. I am calling that. I am calling that right now that this is a JoJolion situation. Because if you look at, I'm looking at page 21 here. That it says here, 35 years ago, Nia found himself in dire straits and so entrusted his fate in the hands of two young men. One housed Nia's memories in his body and became the host Alan, and the other was so inspired by Nia that he abandoned his mission and became protector to Alan. And you look at the designs. Alan had chestnut hair, and then you see Nia's hair was a lighter color, or the Bookman Jr. was a lighter color. I just think if that mark on his eye, on Alan's eye that we see, is the mark of the Bookman, yeah, because it says here there can only be one who will become Bookman in a generation. Only one born with the mark can carry the name. And let me look at. Hold on, let's look at that mark. Dude, that's what. Looking at the mark, that has to be it. I'm telling you, this is a JoJolion situation. This is a JoJolion situation. I am calling this shit. I am calling this. I'm very curious what you guys think. Based on the information that we have, do you guys think that in terms of how Apocryphos remade Alan, is that the Bookman sacrificed himself? They got in a situation where they were fighting Apocryphos. The Bookman Jr. sacrificed himself to protect Alan, and then they fused and became the arm that he has is the Bookman Jr. That's gotta be what's left of Bookman Jr. You got the mark on Alan, the eye, mark on Alan's eye, that is the Bookman. Also, the hair color is the Bookman as well. I mean, how is it not at this point? Like, that has to be it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What you guys think? That's what this is giving. That really feels like we have a JoJolion situation on our hands. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more D-Gray-Man content. Few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.